name is Richard Pasto. Welcome to part 4 of the Internet of Cars. In this part, we're gonna focus on autonomous driving cars. According to Mr. Sterling Anderson, Director of Autopilot Programs at Tesla, in 20 years, it's very unlikely that any one of us will be driving a car. Take a listen, please.
Cars fascinate me. When I was about 8 years old, I got my first taste at driving one. By 11, I was hooked, completely enamored with this machine. So it's with some sadness that I tell you that 20 years from now, it's unlikely that very many of you will be driving one. And in 30 years, I expect that even fewer will own one. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the process that's brought me to this conclusion, how I spent the last nearly decade of my life working to accelerate this transition to a driverless and, in fact, car ownerless world.
Now, the Society of American Engineers has defined different levels of vehicle automation, from level 0 with no automation at all to level 5 with full automation. As shown on this chart, the worldwide automotive industry is rapidly embracing autonomous driving, and it looks like the majority of them plan to reach level 4 autonomous driving by the year 2021. On August 16, 2016, Mr. Mark Fields, President and CEO of Ford, announced Ford will be mass-producing vehicles capable of driving fully autonomously within 5 years, or by the year 2021. Here is the announcement of Mr. Mark Fields.
Hey everyone, it is great to be back in sunny California, not a cloud in the sky, and I'm here joined with over 100 members of our research and innovation team members here in our research center, and at the same time joined by several Silicon Valley partners. In addition, we have over 200,000 men and women around the world from Ford beaming in to be with us today. So I want to give a big welcome to all of you here this morning. And we wanted you to be first to hear about a significant development regarding the future of transportation. You know, it's now clear that the next decade is going to be defined by the automation of the automobile. And in fact, we see autonomous vehicles as having as significant an impact on society as Ford's moving assembly line did over 100 years ago. And that's why today we're announcing Ford's intent to have a high-volume SAE Level 4 fully autonomous vehicle in commercial operation in 2021 in a ride-hailing or ride-sharing service. That's right. Yeah. Woo!
In the next chapter of the Internet of Cars, we're going to explore what Ford calls the road to full autonomy. Ford is investing in several companies and partnerships as they move toward autonomous vehicle production in the year 2021. Ford invested in Velodyne, the Silicon Valley-based leader in LiDAR. LiDAR is the acronym for light detection and ranging sensors, to move quickly to a mass production of a more affordable automotive-grade LiDAR sensor. They also bought or invested in several companies in related fields to autonomous driving. And Ford is working hand in hand with a long list of universities around the world, including Stanford University, MIT, the University of Michigan, and Aachen University in Germany. Most intriguing move is Ford's exclusive license agreement with Nuremberg Neuroscience, founded by the neuroscientist Dr. Sheila Nirenberg, who cracked the neural code that the eye uses to transmit visual information to the brain. The implications of connecting the way our eyes and brain see the world and how a driverless car sees the road are definitely opening enormous possibilities. Let's explore this fascinating realm together in part 5 of the Internet of Cars. If you have questions, comments, or topics you want to see, review, you can email them to me. Here's my email address, or you can put your comments below. Thank you for your time. See you in part 5 of the Internet of Cars.